Hi, I'm Ms. Dao here at Springfield Park with my 4th grade students. Today we'll be comparing and contrasting the patterns of events and themes between two different stories. Ready? All right, class. Today we are going to be engaging in conversation and collaboration with your reading buddies and other classmates to compare and contrast the themes and events that happen in The Valiant Little Tailor and Hercules' Quest. Give me a double thumbs up if you remember these two stories that we've read over the past 2 weeks. Wonderful. All right, please open your magazine up to either one of these stories. We'll be responding to this close reading question here on the board. Do I have a friend who would like to read it nice and loud for the whole class to hear? Nice and loud. Merrily.
Compare and contrast the problems that the Valiant Little Tailor and Hercules face in the two tales. How does each story approach the theme of overcoming obstacles? Cite specific texts to support your answer.
All right. I want us to think about this question here and analyze it. What is this question asking us to do? And what will we need to do in order to score a 2? I'll read it one more time. And when you have an idea, I just want you to give me a thumbs up. And we'll do a turn and talk. Compare and contrast the problems that the Valiant Little Tailor and Hercules faced in the two tales. How does each story approach the theme of overcoming obstacles? Cite specific text evidence to support your answer. What is it asking us to do, and what must we do to score a 2? Turn and talk at your tables, go.
Compare and contrast.
What else do you have to do? Not only compare and contrast the problems, what else do you have to do? Talk about how they overcame the obstacle. Okay. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Do I have a friend in the room who would like to share out one thing we'd have to do in order to score a 2? Atala?
We need to compare and contrast the two stories' problems.
Very good. Everyone, can you say compare?
Compare.
Contrast.
Contrast.
Thank you. We're going to compare and contrast the problems in both of the stories. What else are we going to do? What else are we going to do? Eve?
We're going to find the differences in the stories.
Good. Yep, that's the contrasting part. We're going to find differences between the stories. Joshua?
To figure out how the
Yes.
stories connect with overcoming obstacles.
Good. We're going to focus on the theme. And most importantly, what do we always need to do? If you know it, say it.
Cite specific text evidence.
Very good. You're going to give text evidence. Remember that this comes directly from our passages. So, you are going to be working with your reading buddy and another pair of reading buddies to answer this question. Again, we are comparing and contrasting. Everyone, once again, compare.
Compare.
Contrast.
Contrast.
Is there an organizer that we typically like to use when we compare and we contrast? Who knows what that organizer is called? Abigail?
Venn diagram.
A Venn diagram. Everyone, give me a double thumbs up if you have used a Venn diagram before. And I should see double thumbs up all around the room. Yes, we have used a Venn diagram before. What goes on the inner part of our Venn diagram? Everyone? Comparisons. What's the similarity? And on the outsides are the differences. Wonderful. Today you'll be working with, again, your reading buddy and another pair of reading buddies to fill a Venn diagram on Book Creator. We worked on a Book Creator assignment last week, right? And it takes a lot of teamwork and collaboration. Can you think of what does good teamwork look like to you? What does it look and sound like to you? How can we find success in this assignment? Let's do a quick turn and talk. Go.
Show eye contact.
Not talking over. Good. Active listening. Okay, what else? Do you remember, let's talk about book creator. What were the difficulties last time we first did it, and what can we do this time? Right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Mohammed, what does good teamwork look and sound like to you?
Show eye contact.
Show eye contact to who is speaking. Pabli? Take turns. Yes, make sure that everyone has a turn to speak. Carol? Still bodies. Princeton?
Active listening.
Yes, showing active listening. Emmy?
Communication.
Communication. I think this is a huge part of today. Do you remember when we were using Book Creator? Right, we were all clicking on the same box. It was very difficult. Make sure you're communicating to each other about who is doing what on the document. Understood? All right, please open up your computers and access our Book Creator assignment. Your screen will look very similar to mine here. And we have 7 groups. Please find whichever group you belong to. It'll be the assignment that has a pencil icon, which means that you may edit it. And give me a thumbs up once you are in your assignment. When you're on this assignment, you will see that it is a Venn diagram and it has your prompt at the top. You will be comparing and contrasting the problems that the valiant little tailor and Hercules face and talk about the themes of the 2 stories. Please note that there is a different colored box for each member of your team. Before you begin, I want you to assign a color to yourself. But what do you notice about the similarities? There's only one. So it's really going to take a lot of communication. Maybe pick one partner to do the typing, but everyone is doing the thinking. Understood? All right. If you are group 1, when I say go, you are going to move to this table. If you're group 2, please move to this table. Group 3, over here. Group 4, right here. Group 5, there. Group 6, back row. And group 7, side table. Do you understand? All right, please stand up and go. Please take your magazines with you. That's what the difference is. So what the difference is, so read the question. Parents that ask the problems that the valiant little tailor and Hercules face at the Yes. Can you think of a difference? What was the difference?
Hey, Princeton, I'm purple. Who wants pink? I'm green. Everyone click on the box that you want to be your color. Okay. So everyone knows what color everyone wants? Yes. Okay. Now everyone can stop clicking.
Okay.
Mimi.
Okay. You clicked so that can be your difference that you can put down. What else is the difference between the 2 stories? And more importantly, I want you to focus on the problems of the stories because that's what the prompt is asking you to do, okay? What are we thinking over here?
I think
I'll do purple and pink.
okay, I'll be green and blue. I'll be green and blue. Little Taylor is about how it's about Hercules' quest is about basically people working, but
Talk about
the valiant little Taylor
what's the
is
difference between these 2
he's trying to
stories? It says comparing
the valiant little Taylor is using his cleverness, but
face.
Hercules' quest is using their strength.
So since the valiant little tailor had a bird and a cheese in their pocket, and then Hercules said that he would want to make a soft cushion from the cloud, so he would have to
Probably found a difference.
he would have to stop holding the cloud and just grab it.
Okay.
Then
Can you think of another one?
contrast.
We're focusing on the problem.
That
The prompt is asking you compare and contrast the problems that these two characters face.
That's in the first one.
Maybe there's a contrast in how they overcame the issue too. Maybe a similarity.
the words go in the box. So the giant was helping.
That's okay. Once we click on it, we can read it.
Okay.
So no issue.
The giant
As
was
long as you know what
helping.
you put down.
So then, that's good. Guys, do you think this is okay? Like, it sounds okay. I was gonna say the giant was strong. The giant was doing something. Did the giant trick him or betray him? Trick. The giant tricked Hercules. Yeah. And Hercules tricked him back, right?
What's the difference?
Yeah. Both of the characters tricked. Both of the characters tricked.
What's the difference between
So
the two?
in both? Yeah, so both. I'll write it. Or you? You want to write it, Dave? I'll write it. Oh, it's not.
Okay.
Oh, this one. It's this one. Oh.
They use cleverness in different ways. So can cleverness
if
be
you want.
a contrast or a comparison?
Yeah, you're already. Was trying to tell the world about.
Friends, just a little tip. If your font is too big, highlight your text and click the I in the right corner. Click text settings and drag it to make it smaller. You see that?
What else?
He killed.
Other than a folktale, and they must come. Make sure you're going through the I was gonna write.
Oh, that's a good thought. They both tricked the giant. That is true. Completing the giant's challenges. So that could be a difference that you put in. One is holding up the sky. The other was completing the giant's tasks or the giant's challenges. What do we think, boys?
You gave me one. Bro, no, I'm already typing.
Do you want to make it smaller?
Valiant. Keep thinking.
Okay.
I'm going through the passage.
Yep, you go to text settings and shrink it. Not sure. Just a random font. Yes? Okay, you're going to highlight it. Click the I.
It's so cool.
Text settings. And drag it. Got it?
It's too small.
And it won't show all of it. That's okay.
Wait.
If you wanted to make it smaller, you know. What was the problem, though? Kristen, to do what? Yeah, okay. And then the valiant little tailor, what was the problem there? What did the giant do there that posed an issue?
Just highlight one word. Now do Control A. Good job. That's what
For the differences, it is okay. You don't have to. Okay. So, Antonio, you were doing the other step. How the seed. Okay. You should use these last 2 minutes to discuss the text evidence that supports your answers by underlining your passage. We have about less than 2 minutes now. So, what do you all say? What's the difference or similarity? Yeah. All right, do I have any friends who would like to share one similarity that both of these tales had? What was a similarity? Antonia? They both came upon a giant. Okay. And what was the difference between these two stories? a difference. Fabian.
The Valiant Little Tailor was a folk tale, and Hercules was a myth.
Good. And can we talk about the problems? How are the problems between these two stories different? Even though they both face a giant, how are these two problems different? Atala? Mm-hmm. So in the Valiant Little Tailor, he had to complete challenges, right? But in Hercules, what was the problem over here? What was the problem in Hercules? Angel?
That Hercules tricked Atlas into holding the sky.
Yes, he had to hold the sky. That was his issue. But how did they both overcome the issue? How did they overcome these obstacles? Muhammad?
By outsmarting the giant.
Outsmarted the giant using cleverness. Very good. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our lesson. Be here, be you, belong. Bye.